Book 1, Chapter 39. That often the same accidents are seen to befall different nations. Anyone comparing the present with the past will soon perceive that in all cities and in all nations there prevail the same desires and passions as always have prevailed. For which reason it should be an easy matter for him who carefully examines past events to foresee those which are about to happen in any republic, and to apply such remedies as the ancients have used in like cases, or, finding none which have been used by them, to strike out new ones, such as they might have used in similar circumstances. But these lessons being neglected or not understood by readers, or, if understood by them, being unknown to rulers, it follows that the same disorders are common to all times. In the year 1494, the Republic of Florence, having lost a portion of its territories, including Pisa and other towns, was forced to make war against those who had taken possession of them, who, being powerful, it followed that great sums were spent on these wars to little purpose. This large expenditure had to be met by heavy taxes, which gave occasion to numberless complaints on the part of the people, and inasmuch as the war was conducted by a council of 10 citizens, who were styled the 10 of the war, the multitude began to regard these with displeasure, as though they were the cause of the war and of the consequent expenditure, and at last persuaded themselves that if they got rid of this magistracy, there would be an end to the war. Wherefore, when the magistracy of the 10 should have been renewed, the people did not renew it, but suffering it to lapse, entrusted their affairs to the Signory. This course was most pernicious, since not only did it fail to put an end to the war, as the people expected it would, but by setting aside men who had conducted it with prudence, led to such mishaps that not Pisa only, but Arezzo also, and many other towns besides, were lost to Florence. Whereupon the people, recognizing their mistake, and that the evil was in the disease and not in the physician, reinstated the magistracy of the 10. Similar dissatisfaction grew up in Rome against the consular authority, for the people, seeing one war follow another, and that they were never allowed to rest, when they should have ascribed this to the ambition of neighboring nations who desired their overthrow, ascribed it to the ambition of the nobles, who, as they believed, being unable to wreak their hatred against them within the city, where they were protected by the power of the tribunes, sought to lead them outside the city, where they were under the authority of the consuls, that they might crush them where they were without help. In which belief they thought it necessary either to get rid of the consuls altogether, or so to restrict their powers as to leave them no authority over the people, either in the city or out of it. The first who attempted to pass a law to this effect was the tribune Terentillus, who proposed that a committee of 5 should be named to consider and regulate the power of the consuls. This roused the anger of the nobles, to whom it seemed that the greatness of their authority was about to set forever, and that no part would be left them in the administration of the republic. Such, however, was the obstinacy of the tribunes, that they succeeded in abolishing the consular title, nor were satisfied until, after other changes, it was resolved that, in room of consuls, tribunes should be appointed with consular powers. So much greater was their hatred of the name than of the thing. For a long time matters remained on this footing, till eventually the commons, discovering their mistake, resumed the appointment of consuls, in the same way as the Florentines reverted to the 10 of the war.